Have you ever looked at your beautifully decorated Christmas tree and thought, where did this tradition even come from? We all know it's a symbol of Christmas, but its journey to our living rooms is a wild ride. It's filled with controversy, bans, and even accusations of paganism. Today, we're diving into the forbidden history of the Christmas tree. Long before Christmas even existed, evergreen trees held special meaning for people in winter. In many ancient cultures, from the Egyptians to the Romans to the druids, evergreens symbolized life and rebirth in the darkest days of the year. When everything else seemed dead, these trees stayed green, a powerful sign of eternal life. The Romans decorated their homes with evergreen boughs during Saturnalia, a festival honoring the god of agriculture. The Vikings believed evergreens were the special plant of the sun god, Balder. So, the idea of bringing green inside during winter is ancient. But how did this turn into the Christmas tree we know and love? The most popular story takes us to 16th century Germany. It's said that Martin Luther, the Protestant reformer, was walking home one winter evening and was captivated by the sight of stars twinkling through the branches of an evergreen tree. He was so moved that he brought a small fir tree into his home and decorated it with candles to recreate the beautiful scene for his family. And just like that, the Christmas tree was born, well, maybe. While it's a great story, the first documented use of a Christmas tree is actually a little earlier. In Tallinn, Estonia, in 1441, in Riga, Latvia, in 1510. There, brotherhoods of merchants would put up a tree in the town square, decorate it, and then dance around it before setting it on fire. It was a public spectacle, not something in private homes. It was German immigrants who really spread the tradition. When they moved to other parts of Europe and America, they brought their beloved Tannenbaum with them. But not everyone was thrilled about this new custom. In fact, for a long time, it was actively resisted, especially in America. The Puritans, who had a major influence on early American culture, were not fans of Christmas at all. They saw it as a pagan festival with no biblical basis. Governor William Bradford of the Plymouth Colony famously wrote about his disgust for the pagan mockery of the holiday. In 1659, the General Court of Massachusetts actually banned any celebration of Christmas, imposing a 5-shilling fine on anyone caught feasting or taking the day off. Can you imagine getting fined for having Christmas dinner? To the Puritans, the Christmas tree was the ultimate symbol of this paganism. They saw it as a continuation of the old European winter solstice rituals, like the Yule log and decorating with holly. To them, it was idolatry, plain and simple. Anyone trying to put up a Christmas tree would have been seen as rejecting Christian values. This sentiment lingered for a long time. For nearly 2 centuries, celebrating Christmas, let alone having a tree, was frowned upon in New England. So what changed? How did the tree go from forbidden to front and center? 2 words: Queen Victoria. In 1846, the London Illustrated News published a drawing of the British royal family Queen Victoria. Her German husband Prince Albert and their children gathered around a decorated Christmas tree. Victoria was incredibly popular, a true trendsetter of her time. When the public saw this image, everything changed. Suddenly, the Christmas tree wasn't some strange, foreign, pagan custom. It was fashionable, it was royal. American magazines quickly reprinted the image, and soon, everyone in Britain and America wanted a Christmas tree, just like the Queen's. The tree had officially gone mainstream. But the controversy wasn't completely over. Even as the tree's popularity exploded, some religious leaders and traditionalists continued to push back. They still argued that it was a distraction from the true meaning of Christmas, the birth of Jesus. Famous American preacher Henry Ward Beecher spoke out against it, and even President Theodore Roosevelt, a noted conservationist, banned Christmas trees from the White House during his presidency. He was worried about the environmental impact of cutting down so many young trees. It was his son Archie who reportedly snuck a small tree into the White House and hid it in a closet to decorate. Speaking of environmental concerns, that became the next big hurdle for the Christmas tree. By the early 20th century, the demand for trees was so high that people became seriously concerned about deforestation. This led to the rise of artificial trees. The first ones were made in Germany in the 19th century out of goose feathers dyed green. Later in the 1930s, a British company that made toilet brushes started producing artificial trees using the same animal hair bristles. I'm not kidding. The first mass-produced artificial trees were basically giant green toilet brushes. The famous aluminum Christmas trees of the 1950s and 60s represented a whole new era. These shiny metallic trees were seen as futuristic and modern, a symbol of the space age. They often weren't decorated with ornaments but were lit from below by a rotating color wheel, creating a dazzling light show. Many people loved them, but many others thought they were tacky and soulless. A complete betrayal of the natural evergreen tradition. The heathen TV special, Charlie Brown Christmas, famously mocked the commercialism of these aluminum trees, leading to a huge resurgence in the popularity of real natural Christmas trees. So, from a pagan symbol of life, to a banned object of idolatry, to a royal trendsetter, an environmental concern, and a symbol of commercialism, the Christmas tree has seen it all. Today, it stands as a pretty universal symbol of the holiday season, enjoyed by people of all backgrounds. But its history is a fantastic reminder that traditions aren't always set in stone. They evolve, they're fought over, and they carry a ton of meaning. Next time you're putting up your ornaments, you can remember the long, strange, and often forbidden journey that your tree took to get to your home. It's a history that is as rich and layered as the decorations we hang on its branches. Thanks for watching, everyone. What does the Christmas tree mean to you? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and if you enjoyed this little trip through history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories behind our favorite traditions.